Now think about this. When we were kids, right? We were all in shape. You might have been a fatty. It's not the point. But we were all in shape. You know why? Because we went outside all the time. Did things. Played with our friends. Rode bicycles. Got your ass beat. You know, you wanted to go to the store to hang out with your friends or something. You rode your bike to get there. You got a skateboard or a scooter. You had something where you were active. Now, the activity level is mentally. You know, now you got people like me sitting behind a computer, and that's going to be their whole life. So, what that tells me is if we're getting down to brass taxes, obesity is going to be on the rise. And you got more fast food places, and you keep shutting shit down, everything's going to be delivered by a robot. Because I know this sounds far fetched, but you don't know this. This could fucking happen. Always outside. Like if you wanted to call your friend, you didn't pick up a fucking cell phone and text message them. You might have picked up a landline, but the parents would have said, just come over and come get them. You got to go over to their house. So you meet them halfway. And you stayed outside until it was fucking dark. Now you can't even go outside without wearing a mask. Like it's Halloween all the time. When's the last time you could actually walk into a bank with a mask on and not get asked some question? I feel like they should have let everybody go out for Halloween because everybody would have a mask on. Yeah, you rode the bicycle over. That's it. That's it. You played in the woods. You got dirty. And we barely ever got sick, right? Ever got sick. If you did get sick, it would have been whatever, over in 2, 3 days. And you'd be out playing with your friends and shit. Got the flu. Shit. Bree told me that her mom used to have chicken pox parties, which is fucking crazy. Got a bunch of sick ass kids. Go, come hang out with my kid. Make sure he gets infected. What the fuck? Uh, I've never. You just trying to end your kid's life. That's all that is. Oh, you got HIV. Invite everybody over. Let's all have sex. Let's have a sex party. But that's the thing. Chicken pox party. I don't know anything about that. That is way out of my league. I've never been to one of those. Like, what the fuck is that? Do you? That is so inhumane.
Well, if they don't get it when they're young,
no, I
get it when they're older.
I get it. Really I get the idea of it, Brie. You don't have to defend it. I'm just saying that it's kind of mean when your kid's all healthy and shit. Like we're going to Walter's house because he's got chicken pox. It's your fucking time. It's like you're writing a kid's death sentence. I don't want to go to Walter's house. Everybody know Walter's got herpes all over his face. No, it's okay. We're gonna give it to you too. You can be just like Walter. I don't want to be like him. Everybody beats him up because he's always scratching himself. Now you got to go over there and you got to deal with that shit because your parents are making bad fucking decisions about giving your kids chicken pox. Fucking dummy. But kids nowadays, they don't even get chicken pox. They get sore fingers from scrolling through fucking Facebook. You got carpal tunnel at 15? Fucking wrist surgery and your driver's license at the same time. Fucking manuals even in the United States anymore. Manual cars. You want to get a manual, you either have to get a sports car or you got to get like a real piece of shit. There is no intermediate. You get the piece of shit that costs $6,000, you get a fucking manual. And then the person that's getting it doesn't even want to learn how to drive fucking stick. Well, and then you can't even use the argument like, hey, you never know if you're going to do valet parking, like you're really telling your kid he is not going to be successful. You never know if you're going to do valet parking and you need to learn how to drive that. Nobody's going to have a fucking manual in the United States in the next 30 years. No, nobody. Nobody wants to fucking learn. I told Brie, I said, Brie, get the Audi. We'll put you in it. I'll let you drive a little bit. You learn how to drive. I can't do it. Why not? Because I got to focus. I said, you're going to focus more if you drive a manual. Because if you don't focus, you're going to stall. She's like, I'm going to get into an accident then. I said, well, then you better fucking learn. Because if you don't learn, you're just going to keep crashing the car. Now she can't do it after all the work. But the point is that she didn't want to drive. She's too fucking lazy to learn. Too nervous. She said that she's always focused. So what the fuck are you doing with your other hand? She said, changing the radio station. Like, that's any better. Looking at it to make sure you got the right shit. Got a little knob. Everything is touchscreen now. There's no more fucking knobs. She got a car from what year is that? 2018? 2020? Yeah, no way, that's 2020. You got it 3 years ago. You got that future Cooper? 2019. That's true. You learn on a manual, you can fucking drive anything because your hand is. There's something about a manual transmission. Look, I've gotten so many manuals, and every time I'm like, it's no big deal. When I moved over to the Audi TT from the STI or my I don't want to say my first car, but my own first car, not given to me because my mother gave me a 1989 Corsica. It was one of those cars where you don't know the color of the paint because it's been ripped off so much time, like the primer starts peeling. So it just looks like metal. Like, what color's your car? Metal. Like, that's not a color, but that was the color of my Corsica because the roof had primer and then the hood had the primer peeling off. And then it was like pitting all over it. But that was my car. And it had, I don't know, 120,000 miles on it. But that was my mom's car. She kind of let me use, but I didn't have a driver's license. But when I had my first car, my own car was on Accord, and it was manual, and you just learn. Even if you've driven or ridden motorcycles and you shift the gears, you still have to learn how to do a manual, and I love it. And every time I get rid of a car that's a manual, I say to myself, I should just fucking kept it. I should have kept it. So that's kind of what I've done with the gray TT. Is just got it, so I keep it and do all this work. So now I definitely don't sell it because of the rarity alone. I mean, it's a one of one. So learning how to drive manual, I think, is a thing. You should do it. But nowadays, kids' argument's going to be like, no car's coming manual. I mean, old Hemi shifters. There was a lot of things, man, that have essentially ruled themselves out. This is, you guys don't realize it, man. But so much shit. If you go back, simple, man. Go back 20 years. 20 years. That's it. 20 years. And look what phones have become. 20 years. 20 years. Flip phones. Nokias with a little light up antenna. Look at where we're at now. You don't have to answer your fucking phone by touching it. We just talk. What's next? Like, what's next? You have a talk on your phone through your hand? Like, not a watch. I'm talking about like through your hand. I'm just saying that where we're going as far as technology is concerned, man, makes me nervous. Makes me nervous. Do you know that they don't even teach kids cursive anymore?
Or the Pledge of Allegiance.
Or that. Yeah, I can't read it either. So I don't know how you do it. How do you do your signature then?